Coming up on 7 News today, another winter storm took over Alva earlier this week. Did it affect Northwestern this time?
Plus, the OBI blood drive is taking place this week. We'll show you how you can get involved.
Also, Becky is in with the latest Ranger basketball results.
Keep it here. 7 News starts now.
Broadcasting from the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, bringing you the area's latest news and sports. This is 7 News.
Hello and thank you for choosing 7 News today. I'm Austin Sterling.
And I'm Ashton Gaming.
Another winter snowstorm took over Alva and the entire northwestern Oklahoma earlier this week. The National Weather Service has issued warnings in the state.
Heavy snow was falling into northwestern Oklahoma Monday morning. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol is reporting slick and hazardous roads in west central. Troopers report roads slick in spots in east central Oklahoma, bridges and overpasses in the Panhandle, northwestern Oklahoma, and southwestern Oklahoma. Forecasters say up to 6 inches of snow could accumulate from east through east central Oklahoma before the storm moves out of the state. Officials for the 2010 census are not just worried about getting people to take the survey, they're worried there won't be enough employees to pass them out. According to NewsOK.com, 2,500 jobs were still available at the end of last week. And even though state unemployment is up to 6.6%, the jobs are still up for grabs. Now, as for the reward, census jobs here in Oklahoma are paid at a minimum of $7 an hour and go all the way up to almost $18. To apply for a census job, call 866-861-2010. And as for those on the other end of the survey, the form consists of 10 questions and no Social Security numbers or income information will be required. Without a full and accurate head count, the state could possibly lose a seat in Congress, and it also provides information that determines the cut Oklahoma will get of the $400 billion in federal funds. Members of the Student Nurse Association at Northwestern will be checking blood pressures and giving information on overall health at the SNA Mini Health Fair on February 15th from 10 to 2 in the Student Center. This event is open to the public and sponsored by SNA. When the nursing students previously performed blood pressure checks at Northwestern, they found more students had high blood pressure than the normal blood pressure. The goal of this health fair is to provide some general education on overall health that benefits students and the community. For more information about SNA and the Mini Health Fair, contact Bursch at WLBursch06@rangers.nwosu.edu. The Northwestern Art Society held a baked item raffle last Thursday at the Ranger basketball games to raise money for their upcoming art show here at Northwestern.
If you've attended any Ranger basketball home games this season, you may have noticed a large table full of treats as you enter Percival Fieldhouse. The Northwestern Art Society has been holding baked item raffles this season to raise money for their organization.
We do our cake raffles here at the games to raise money so that we can fund our art show. We have it every April. We invite all students, all employees to enter. Money for that, we give away nearly $700 in prize money for that, plus at least a minimum of $150 for ribbons, plus printing and various other things that we need to put that on.
Earlier this season, the Art Society put off their own cause and held a baked item raffle specifically directed at helping the Haiti relief efforts. The Northwestern community responded.
We dedicated our cake raffle to bring in money for relief efforts in Haiti. We took in a little more than $379 one night here, which we never get that kind of money for what we do, so we were thrilled. We divided that in half, and we gave half to the Red Cross and half to a group called Hope in the Light.
When you can do something like that, you feel good, and you can tell that when people came here to that game, it was amazing how much money they would just hand to you because of what's going on in Haiti.
The Northwestern Art Society will continue to raise money for their organization in various aspects this spring and encourages everyone to help continue the success of the Northwestern Art Show.
We're actually looking into doing a fundraiser through Pizza Hut too in the future. So that way we can have some money to give to the students.
Entries for the art show will be taken Northwestern Art Society in early April. The art show will take place in late April, and CASE encourages everyone to get an early start on their projects. The BSU fundraiser for Haiti relief took place last night.
BSU, or the Baptist Student Union, held a fundraiser last night at the Alva Pizza Hut. Trent Spade, a BSU intern, is here to share more about this event.
Well, we get 20% of the profit made tonight, and we're going to take 20% of that profit and put it towards the Haiti relief fund that we have set up here to help out and just do whatever we can over there. Okay, the 80% that is left is going toward the Northwest Association camp over at Visai, and we're just going to go over there and help them out, clean it up and stuff over spring break.
The BSU offers numerous activities throughout the year. Brooke Butler, also a BSU intern, will let you know more about these activities.
Every Wednesday, a church from the surrounding area will bring a meal to us, and usually we have anywhere between like 85 to 100 students here, maybe a little more, or less, just depending. But it's a great time to just eat. It's free, and usually a great home-cooked meal. And sometimes the music minister from the Baptist church comes down, and he'll play a few songs, so it's just a great time to hang out and eat some food. T&T's, it starts at 9 o'clock, and we usually play a couple songs, have praise and worship for a little bit, and then we'll have a speaker, and sometimes Larry Justice will do it, and sometimes one of the students will. So Cowboy Church got started this year. Usually they have it at the fairgrounds, and it's just a place for, well, you don't have to be a cowboy or cowgirl on the rodeo team or anything, but just a different time of service, and they usually just do a few songs and have a speaker, and sometimes they'll eat afterwards. So I hear it's going pretty good. I've been a couple times, and the next one is February 17th at 6:30 p.m.
The BSU greatly appreciates everyone who came out to support them last night and hopes to see you at their future events.
If you'd like to know more about the BSU or any of their events, contact Larry Justice.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner. On today's Entertainment Rundown, Joe Perez gives you some suggestions on picking a perfect Valentine's movie.
Also, the Sports Hall of Fame this year will take place this weekend. Coming up, we have the details.
Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Global warming. Some say irreversible consequences are 30 years away. 30 years? That won't affect me.
Pants. I am folding the pants. The pants are long. Do they go on my head? Do they? Do the pants go on my head? No. They go on.
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
Kind of have that ADD thing to where I can't really pay attention that well. I might as well just drop out.
So I bounced from like foster home to foster home.
Dropped out of high school my junior year.
I was hanging out with some people now I realize I shouldn't have.
They join gangs, start doing drugs, try to sell drugs. It distracts you from everything around you. You're always having to watch your back. You can't really be yourself.
The one person who really got me to go back into school was my mom, my mother.
My parents were the people that helped me the most. I need them to know that it really does help me, that they're there for me.
Let's get on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rockin'.
going to do it for us today.
We'll see you next week.
Welcome back. The 2010 Northwestern Sports Hall of Fame class will be honored at a luncheon in the Student Center Ballroom at 11:30 this Saturday and formally inducted at halftime of the Ranger men's basketball game against Mid-America Christian University that afternoon in Purcell Fieldhouse. The women's game will tip off at 2 and the men's game is scheduled for 4.
The 2010 inductees include Corin Alt Butler of Yukon, Troy Brown, MD of Clinton, Michael W. Mitchell of Alva, and Brock E. Schnabel, MD of Oklahoma City. The luncheon is open to the public, but reservations are required by February 5th. The cost is $20 per person. For more information or to make reservations, contact Elizabeth Ritchie at 327-8594. With Valentine's just around the corner, the thought of what movie to cuddle up to can be difficult. However, Joe Perez counts down his top 5 movie picks for Valentine's on today's Entertainment Rundown.
Lola came into the house crying and said, "Daddy, how come I don't have good hair?" I wonder how she came up with that idea.
I'm half Russian and Norwegian on my mother's side, so my mom's hair is silky and blonde. And I was like, why? Just why didn't I get your genetics?
That was Chris Rock in the hilarious documentary titled Good Hair that hits DVD shelves on February 16th, so check that out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my top 5 picks for Valentine's. At number 5, Punch Drunk Love, starring Adam Sandler and Emily Watson. Barry Egan is a small business owner with 7 sisters whose abuse has kept him alone and unable to fall in love. When a harmonious and mysterious woman enters his life, his romantic journey begins. At number 4, we have My Bloody Valentine, starring Jensen Ackles and Jamie King. Tom returns to his hometown on the 10th anniversary of a Valentine night massacre that claimed the lives of 22 people. Instead of a homecoming, however, Tom finds himself a suspect of committing the murders, and it seems his old flame is the only one who believes his innocence. The reason for this making my list is because nothing says I love you like a miner's axe through the heart. At the number 3 spot, we have Sweet Home Alabama, starring Reese Witherspoon, Josh Lucas, and Patrick Dempsey. A young woman with a white trash background runs away from her husband in Alabama and reinvents herself as a New York socialite. Trouble ensues when Reese's soon-to-be mother-in-law tracks her true identity, all the while running into her ex and old friends. At number 2, Pillow Talk, starring Rock Hudson and Doris Day. A man and woman played by Hudson and Day share a telephone line and despise each other. But then Hudson has fun by romancing her with his voice disguised as a Texas tycoon, while unknowingly falling for the girl of his dreams, who just happens to be his boss's girlfriend. And the number 1 Valentine movie has to go to Sleepless in Seattle. Starring Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, what if someone you never met, someone you never saw, someone you never knew was the only someone for you? And the comedy starring Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, where Tom Hanks plays a recently widowed man whose son calls a radio talk show in an attempt to find his father a partner. That's going to conclude my top 5 movies for Valentine's. Now before we go, I did promise a little inside look at the movie Valentine's Day. A highly anticipated movie intertwining couples and singles in Los Angeles break up and make up based on the pressures and expectations of Valentine's Day. With an all-star cast including Kathy Bates, Jessica Biel, and Queen Latifah and Jennifer Garner, we have a preview for just all you gushy V-Day fans. Check it out.
Tell me something. How'd you and your wife get it so right?
It's easy. I married my best friend.
As a man, sometimes we frown on romantic comedies because you can see them coming.
It gives me acid reflux.
With this, there's a lot of things that you don't see coming.
What are you doing?
People go a little nuts on this day. It's about the day of love, of winning and losing and having and not having. There are a million different ways to experience Valentine's Day. And there are a lot of ways that you see Valentine's Day celebrated in this movie. It's like a Robert Altman crazy romantic comedy love fest directed by Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall, nobody dies.
I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day and safe one too. And for all those singles out there, enjoy a nice slasher movie. For Entertainment Rundown, I'm Joe Perez. Back to you guys at the desk.
Valentine's Day, the movie hits theaters Friday. For tickets and show times, contact the Rialto by dialing 327-1900.
Healthy students, employees, and community members 17 years and older are encouraged to donate blood at the Northwestern Blood Drive sponsored by the campus sororities. Donate blood on Wednesday, February 10th, sponsored by Delta Zeta, or Thursday, February 11th, sponsored by Alpha Sigma Alpha.
Donations at the Alva campus can be made in the Student Center Ranger Room. Donors will receive a free beanie cap. OBI, Northwestern, Delta Zeta, and Alpha Sigma Alpha encourage you to donate blood and save a life.
A lively discussion about the nature of science and religion, focusing on the science of evolution, will be held at Northwestern Alva campus on February 13th in the Science Amphitheater and at Northwestern Enid campus on February 14th in the Commons area. Both programs will take place from 2:30 to 4:30. This event is free and open to the public, and it is sponsored by the Science Department at Northwestern. Contact Place at 327-8673.
Nearly 100 former basketball players, cheerleaders, and band members have already registered to participate in the 5th Annual Northwestern Basketball Games, February 13th. The Alumni Basketball Games will begin at approximately 6 p.m. immediately following the Varsity Games in Percival Fieldhouse on Northwestern's Alva campus. Admission is free, and the Rowdy Rangers will serve hot dogs to the first 300 people attending the event.
Former basketball players, band members, and cheerleaders may pre-register with Richie by phone at 327-8594 or email at lrritchie@nwosu.edu. Registration will also be available the day of the game. Each game, players will have a chance to team up with their fellow alumni during two 20-minute running halves. Former and current Ranger cheerleaders and band members are invited as well to cheer on the teams and provide school spirit. Halftime activities and prize drawings are planned. Coming up next, Becky is in with the latest Ranger basketball and baseball results.
Stay tuned, sports is next.
In the classroom, I turn my head over this way, and as the game banger looking at me, mad dog me throwing signs up under the table. I feel real scared for my life.
And during that time, I wouldn't go to school. My mom would tell me, like, what are you doing for yourself? You're not doing nothing. She encouraged me to go back to school. My neighborhood is a dangerous place. What's pushed me to graduate is my mother walking down the aisle, hearing her scream for me.
I want to graduate from my mom. She watched the distance yell at me, you got to graduate, you got to get out of high school so you can get your diploma.
And I'm going to make it, and I'm going to be somebody in life.
Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water.
Hey, dear, what's up?
And energy. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, coronary artery.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
4 chem tissue types of endoplasmic reticulum with ribosome 3 o'clock already. And without copy of the skeletal anatomy. Silcis 4 chem cyclones chem 2 velocity access skeletal anatomy. Thursday the lobes of the cortex.
She's got the drive,
cranial volume,
the energy,
ventral, parietal,
the heart,
and occipital,
and the talent.
motor output. Vena cava.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here
Development.
without your help. Please support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
My name's Lisa, and in 9 years I'll be an alcoholic.
Hi, Lisa.
I'll start drinking in 8th grade, and I'll do some things I don't really want to do. So by the time my parents talk to me about it, alcohol won't be my only problem.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults. So start talking before they start drinking.
My parents won't believe it could happen to me.
It's a new day today. Tell me what's been going on.
Thank you for choosing 7 News Today. I'm Ashton Gamey.
And I'm Austin Sterling.
Make it last, make it last. It's a new day all over. It's a new day today. It's a new day today.
And now, 7 News Sports with Becky Burr.
Northwestern Oklahoma State
Thomas was named the inaugural Sooner Athletic Conference Pitcher of the Week, as he was named so for February 1st through the 7th. Thomas, a junior right-hander from Arlington, Texas, tossed a one-hit shutout in the Rangers' season opener against Dallas Christian. He registered 7 strikeouts and 2 walks in 6 innings, while the Rangers defeated the Crusaders 7-0. The Ranger baseball team started off their season with a bang with 3 wins against Dallas Christian, including 2 shutouts. Northwestern won the opener 7-0 on Saturday and defeated the Crusaders 15-4 and 11-0 on Sunday. Clay Thomas pitched a one-hit shutout in the season opener on Saturday, going 6 innings and striking out 7. The game was cut short as 8 innings were only played due to darkness. Juan Natal was the only Ranger with a multi-hit game, going a perfect 3 for 3 at the plate. Tom Huddleston had the only extra base hit, hitting a double on his way to a 1 for 4 performance with 2 runs scored. Northwestern will host their first home games on Saturday, February 13th and Sunday, February 14th for doubleheaders beginning at 1 p.m. each day at Myers Stadium. The Rangers will play Mount Marty College. 7 players found double digits on Thursday night as Coach Milburn Barton picked up his 400th collegiate coaching victory, while the Northwestern women racked up a 99-81 win against Southern Nazarene at Percival Fieldhouse. The win snapped a 6-game streak and put the Rangers at 10-12 for the season and at 4-10 in the Sooner Athletic Conference. 10 lead changes took place in the first half, while neither team leading by as many as 5 points. Northwestern headed into halftime with a 40-39 lead. 4 more lead changes took place over the first 3 minutes of the second half before the Rangers established a lead that would stay with them for the remainder of the game. Northwestern grabbed a double-figure lead up 66-55 with 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go and warded off the Crimson Storm, despite a late 10-2 run that pulled SNU to within 5 points. Autumn Clue canned 6 3-pointers en route to scoring a game-high 22 points. Mandy Norman hit 16 points, while Audrey Richmond had 15. Also scoring in double figures were Hannah Guthrie with 13, Rachel Wilsek with 11, Keandra Scott with 10, and Claudia Vasquez with 10. The Lady Rangers out-rebounded the Crimson Storm 47-35 and were 29 of 34 from the charity stripe. As a team, Northwestern shot 48% from both the field and three-point range, hitting 12 of 25 three-pointers. This past Thursday in Percival Fieldhouse, a banked three-pointer with 7 seconds remaining allowed 6th-ranked Southern Nazarene to squeak away with a 4-point win, leaving the Rangers on the short end of a hard-fought 67-63 loss. After shooting 52% in the first half, Northwestern held a 34-26 advantage going into intermission. The lead was extended to 15 as Northwestern scored 6 unanswered points to kick off the second half. With the Rangers up 46-32 on the Crimson Storm, SNU went on a 14-3 run to trim the lead down to 4 points. The game went into its 4th tie, 52-52, with 7 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Northwestern pulled away by 3 points, 62-59, with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left. 2 SNU free throws pulled the Crimson Storm to within a point at the 2:18 mark, and Brandon Brown added a free throw with 1 minute and 22 seconds left to give the Rangers a 63-61 advantage. The Rangers shot 42% on the night as Brandon Dixon turned in a double-double of 21 points and 10 boards. He was followed by Marshall Bell's 11 points, consisting of 3 of the Rangers' 7 three-pointers. Tiago Guilherme had 5 assists and 5 steals, while Marshall Bell also 5 assists of his own. SNU's bench outscored Northwestern 31-10. The Crimson Storm had 4 double-digit scores, with Vladimir Bulat leading the way with 19 points. SNU hit 50% on the evening and was 11 of 21 from 3. The Northwestern men won 2 of its last 3 games, defeating USAO 69-55 in Chickasha on Saturday night. Northwestern's defense came on strong in the second half, holding the Drovers to just 16 second-half points, limiting USAO to 6 of 23 from the field and to just 1 three-pointer. The Rangers took advantage of USAO's turnovers, scoring 20 points off of 15 miscues. Northwestern shot 40% on the evening while hitting 4 of 15 from beyond the arc. Northwestern travels to Oklahoma City on Thursday, February 11th for an 8 o'clock game against Oklahoma City University. On Saturday night, the Northwestern Lady Rangers were defeated by the USAO Lady Drovers 64-57 in Chickasha. The game got off to a slow first half, with the Lady Drovers holding a lead from the tip-off until Northwestern went ahead 18-16 with 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go. USAO closed the half with a 6-0 run to hold a 22-18 lead. The Lady Rangers will next take on Oklahoma City University on the road on Thursday, February 11th at Abe Lemons Arena in Oklahoma City.
Now let's take a look at upcoming events coming up on campus. Northwestern's Spring Blood Drive will be February 10th and 11th in the Student Center Ballroom here at Northwestern Alva Campus.
This week is Spirit Week. On Wednesday, there will be a pep rally at 7 p.m. in Percival Fieldhouse.
Dodgeball tournament will take place Thursday at 6 p.m. in the small gym and physical education building.
You guys ready for Spirit Week? I'll probably play some dodgeball. It's always fun.
I'm looking forward to the pep rally. That's always one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for us this week.
We will see you next time.